Hey, we are live because it's Friday night, live improv from NYC and all over the place. We have people from all over the world, frankly. And thanks for joining us. First thing we have up is a conducted story with the whole darn cast. Now we've already gotten our suggestions for this, but let us review it now, if you please. Sandi, you are?
I am nursery rhyme. Come by anytime.
Excellent, Steve.
Murder mystery.
His fingers are. And David.
Science fiction.
Don.
Thank you, silent film.
Good. We're off to a great start. Victoria.
Police procedural.
Barry.
Greek tragedy with my toga.
I think the toga went unsaid. Emmanuel.
Horror.
And Jodylee.
Alfred Hitchcock.
It's interesting how some of those other genres are encompassed, but Alfred Hitchcock stands alone. How lovely. And our story tonight is entitled The Very Next Day. Friday Night Live Improv from NYC now presents The Very Next Day. And we're going to start with Sandi.
The very next day, no one wanted to play. What can I say? Why not today?
Please, over to you, Victoria.
They didn't want to play because the playground had become a crime scene. We looked around and we saw some evidence. Fingerprints showed us who had been there the night before.
David.
It was clearly the Zorgs that had been there, and it was at the hands of their destructo beams that the corpses lay all strewn about the playground.
Please, Jodylee.
We looked at the evidence, and it seemed clear that people were frozen in, these horror faces with a rictus of terror. And you didn't know what had happened, but it was clearly something ghastly, and the music was rising in the background, being eerie.
Good breeze. Don! What the hell just happened? Over to you, Steve.
Saw 23. Skidoo. He's back. Got bodies all over the place. Ripped limb from limb. Terror out in the people. Gonna have to call in the squad.
Emmanuel.
The children didn't know the playground was built on an Indian burial ground. Timmy, come on! Come join us in the sandbox! Little did they know, right under their feet were the bodies. Timmy, come on! It'll be fun! But then, when they least expected it.
Please, Barry.
And Timmy came to the sandbox with Euripides and Dionysus, where they were performing the theater of the orgy. They came in their togas, and in the sandbox they rubbed the sand throughout their bodies.
Please, Sandi.
I want to play in a box. Who wants to play in the box with me? Timmy, Euripides, play with me.
Jodylee.
In the distance, Timmy could see an airplane coming towards him. It was coming very low over the heels, and it was like a crop duster, and it was coming right after him, and he was frightened. Ah!
He's excited.
Flying the plane, Timmy saw Zorg Commander Ukhlakdik. Euripides pulled out his stun gun and shot it at the craft. Pew! Pew! And the craft came crashing down. But Zorg Commander...
Freeze, Victoria.
And when the craft came crashing down, we brought Commander Zorb down to the precinct, and we sweated a confession out of him because we knew that he was guilty. But I had some people dust for Prince, because I don't dust for Prince, because this suit is way too nice. So,
Done. Very good. Steve.
Yeah, it was Zorg, all right. Had his fingerprints and tail prints and tongue prints all over this. Yeah, the coppers had it right. But there was something. There was something wrong. Something about that Euripides kid.
He's Barry.
And Zorgon said, it's not Euripides. It is Sophocles, who took to the stage with the feast of the Lamb in his hand. And he ate it.
Emmanuel.
And at the feast, the Zorg, with no regard for the sacred nature of humanity, feasted on the hearts and livers of mankind. Subjugated by a superior race of beings, the Zorgs ruled over the planet the very next day.
And see, that was a good ending, or it's possibly what's going to happen in 2021. We're going to be back in a few minutes. Thank you for joining us. It's Friday night. It's live. It's improv. It's NYC. Thanks for being here.